Hi, I'm Amberly. Welcome back to Real Florida Magazine.
Welcome back, and do I hate my job? I'm surrounded this morning by returning homecoming queens for Chipley High School. This being the 64th reunion, started in 1949. If you're a regular viewer of the show, you saw Dee Harper in her interview, also her daughter Kim, and Martha Faye, who had returned all the way from Georgia. Here now with a bevy of returning beauties here in Chipley. Kim, what's the best thing about this morning's festivities?
Well, I think just seeing all the different folks that you hadn't seen in years, and talking about people that we looked up to when we were in high school. And just not realizing some of the people you knew and went to church with were actually homecoming queens.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because it's not something you don't wear your crown around. So unless you're looking at the yearbook or wearing the crown.
Right.
Jennifer, what year were you homecoming queen?
1975.
Wow. Do you live here?
No, I actually lived in Montgomery. I live in Montgomery, drove up this morning, and looked really excited about this morning, seeing everybody and coming back. Because really and truly, it's homecoming weekend, so it's just going to be part of the fun festivities here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be nonstop craziness all weekend.
Fun.
Starting in just a couple of hours with the homecoming parade.
Right.
And this, don't get too far away there. And I have to point out that some of these young ladies were reluctant to appear on the show. But this, I think it was probably everyone at some point. And this, what was the most challenging thing about making the decision to come to this assemblage?
I don't think it was a challenge at all. I thought it was awesome to have a reunion for all the queens.
Has this ever been tried before?
I don't think so. I think this is the first.
And what year did you represent?
1987.
Okay. Seeing lots of familiar faces.
Yes, and some unfamiliar.
Yeah. Now, do you live here?
I do, and I married my sponsor even.
Oh, wow. So kind of a message for those present-day members of the court, be careful who you drive with today.
Exactly.
Pam, you are probably the most reluctant to come over here. I think they twisted both of your arms, but thanks for participating. What do you think about this morning?
Oh, I think it's great, and I enjoyed learning how the homecoming queen came about. We appreciate Mr. Philip Roundtree, and I'm excited, just like Jennifer. It's our 30-year class reunion this year, so we have a lot of festivities going on. I'm excited.
Well, the interesting thing, out of 64 potential homecoming queens, 32 responded. Only a couple took us up on the offer of an interview in the studio, but we're trying to get a few of you today. I know that sometimes this is a little bit outside your comfort zone, so thank you for participating now. More importantly, thanks for those who have come back to town, and obviously we appreciate the ones who still live here and are still a part of the fabric of that community. Coming from a large city originally, I love being here. I love the small town. This is a way for me to vicariously experience maybe some of those high school days that I didn't have. So again, thanks for participating, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
You're watching Real Florida Magazine, and we will be right back. Welcome back. Still here at the Women's Club of Chipley for the 64th annual Homecoming Queen reunion. Now, I say 64th annual because there have been 64 Homecoming Queens. To the best of our knowledge, this has not been attempted yet. The young ladies you see with me right here right now, part of those returning queens of the 64 who were invited. 32 responded, and I think we got 28 or so today. We're having a ball. We've got a set of sisters here. Tell me your name.
Mill Cox, Emma Trawick, Nelda Hurst, Cindy Brown.
What's the most fun thing about this whole experience?
Well, I was in the 10th grade when I was homecoming queen, so I was quite flattered. It was fun.
Wow, I thought that it was always a senior.
Well, they changed the rules sometime on past there, but for several years our class had the homecoming queen, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
Okay, and how far did you come?
I live in Holmes County.
So 10 miles.
Yes.
Were you reluctant at first to participate, or did you just jump right in?
Well, I jumped right in. I did. For one thing, because I was sharing it with my sister, and we were both reminiscing and enjoying the memories.
You probably out of this group are the most reluctant to participate, Cindy, but I appreciate it, and thank you for doing so. Tell me a little bit about what your thoughts were when you found out they were trying to put this together.
Well, I thought that it was very special, and I do appreciate Kim doing this for her mother and for all of us. This is really neat, but I didn't decide to come until I got to work this morning at 8 o'clock, and I thought I can make it to Chipley in 30 minutes. Let me go. I wanted to be part of this, so I'm glad I did. Mariana. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a pretty cool story in itself. And what made you reluctant to participate and plan on it?
Like I was in high school, I'm just shy.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a good job of combating that, and
thank you.
And thanks for participating again, because we especially appreciate it when somebody doesn't like to be in front of the camera. But I'll tell you, we're going to give everybody who participates a DVD of this whole thing, along with the photos, and I think it's going to be something you're going to really enjoy sharing with your family. So, for what it's worth, thank you for doing that. Nelda, don't get too far away here. Just come right over here. Where do you live, Nelda?
I'm back in Chipley now.
Oh, okay.
After 45 years.
Where did you move away to?
Several places. We lived in Oklahoma and we lived in Arizona, and then the last place we lived was in Virginia.
Okay.
So in 2007 we returned.
Yeah. Now, what were your thoughts when you found out that this was going to take place? That it wasn't just a plan, but it was really going to happen?
Well, I was really surprised, and I thought it was really a nice gesture for Kim to do this for us.
Yeah, and as Cindy says, it is nice of Kim to do it for her mother, as she says, but it says much for all of you when you come right down to it. Now, we've got somebody who just snuck up. We've got Kay.
Yes.
Kay, where are you from?
Right. Troy, Alabama.
Okay, that's where you live now?
That's where I live now.
When did you first find out that they were going to attempt this grand reunion?
Mill Cox called me to get my email address and my phone number, and I was so excited.
This truly was a collective effort. Kim may have started it and kicked off the ball, but I know that she relied on a lot of people. And in our interview yesterday, she was trying to thank everyone. And I said, we better not go there because surely you're going to forget somebody. What's the best thing about this grand gathering here this morning?
To get together with people and ladies that you actually either grew up with or that you knew, and just to see them again.
I think that the idea of everybody riding on a float in the parade was sort of nixed, and it died for lack of a second, basically. Are you all going to be at the parade? Some of you have to go back to work?
I have to go back.
Yep.
50th class reunion, my 50th. And so I'm riding with my class.
Wow, okay. And we'll probably find a lot of that there'll be individual classes. Well, again, thank you all. Some of you stepping outside your comfort zone a little bit here. But thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of Chipley. And you all made Chipley what it is today. Everybody does their part. So, again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're here at the 64th reunion of the Homecoming Queens, even though it's the first time it's happened. 32 out of the 64 responding, 28 here today. I love my job. I'm here in the room with 28 beautiful women, and we're going to talk to a few more before we're done. We'll be right back.